Hello, my name is Jennifer Goodman. I am a student at Ashford University, and I am here to share with you a book trailer using Keynote. I'm going to teach you how to use Keynote. The lesson objectives are going to be to create a digital story and to be able to present the mood of a book through image and music. So it should be fun. Why I'm choosing Keynote as a tool to present is I'm having a presentation in Keynote because it proves to be easy to set up, and has a great variety of tools to detail your presentation. The end product is going to be a cleaner, neater flow than that of PowerPoint, and the theme options that are available in Keynote are much more up to date, and they enhance the overall product. Instructions to set up a Keynote is, in order to access the Keynote, I'm going to show you the website to go to, which is here. And it's going to ask you to download Keynote into your MacBook or an Apple device. It is Apple friendly, so if you don't have an Apple product, this will not work for you. So keep that in mind. You need to follow the prompts to download, such as your name and your email information. Once you have all that downloaded, you are ready to create. The fun begins. Your outline. You're going to need to include clear images in a really neat text. So you don't want anything too wordy in there in your presentation. The timing of each of your slide is going to be critical in how your presentation is viewed. A slide that stays on for too long will definitely kind of make your viewers not interested in watching it. One that goes too quick, it's going to leave out a lot of detail and it's not going to grab their attention. So timing is critical in this. Your ending should leave your viewers asking questions, and the only way those questions can be answered is by picking up the book and reading it. Awesome. I suggest that you start with 5 main points. Keep your presentation short, to the point, and very engaging. Take some time to view a wide range of images. You want to illustrate what your point is. So take that time that is needed to do get those images gathered before you start your project. This is going to help you later on if you do this in the beginning. When you begin, you will first be asked to choose a theme. So once you're in Keynote, it's going to say, what theme do you want? Some of those themes are brushed canvas, photo portfolio, a slate, a leather book, or vintage. There's a wide range of themes. The theme you choose, that's going to depend on the book that you chose to do. So keep that in mind, that the book that you choose, you then can enhance it with the themes that are found in this Keynote presentation. It's awesome. Your first slide should include the title of your book, the author, and your name. It is important that you give credit to the author. The author is the one that originally wrote the book, and your name should be there because you are making this presentation. So have fun with it and make sure everybody knows you did it. To add additional slides, you're going to go to the top. There's a blue button with a plus sign. It's a little blue icon. It's on the left-hand side of Keynote. You're going to click on that. It gives you a drop-down box onto a new page, and then you can choose your next slide. That's going to depend. Are you going to add text? Do you only want an image or a mixture of both? So peek around there and decide what your next slide's going to be. That will depend on what you're going to add in. If your images, if you're including images, then you just need to copy and paste those images from the ones that you previously selected and saved. If you saved them to your desktop, copy and paste them right into the slide, and you're ready to keep going. The overall presentation should be at least 5 slides long. A couple more is fine, but less than that is really not okay. You want to keep your audience engaged. And those 5 slides should not include your title page or your reference page, which is important. You can add music. Music can be selected through YouTube. This is done by converting the music choice that you make into an MP3 player. If you're once you're in your presentation, click on the media icon, then music, then select download music. From there, open the document icon on the upper right-hand side, click on audio, open media, and drag the music right into the soundtrack box. I suggest that you click the loop play icon so that it runs continuously and you do not have any areas where there's no music playing in your show. A slide needs to be made to reference that music. So your last slide needs to give reference to whatever sources you use to make sure that you're giving them the needed credit that they deserve. Okay, so now you have made a finished product. You've worked hard to do this. You've put in all your images and your text. You've added your music and you're ready to save. Please go to File, scroll down to Save. A new page will come up that's going to ask you, what do you want to title this presentation and where do you want to save it? That's up to you. You save where you think you're going to remember and title it an appropriate title. Once you fill that information in, you're going to click Save at the bottom of it so that you know that you have done that. You have completed your first keynote book trailer and you have saved it, added music to it. Be pretty proud of yourself. This was my first one and it did not come without errors, let me just tell you. In order to share this presentation onto YouTube, I hope you have better luck than I did. This was an all-day event for me personally. I am not technology savvy, so this did take quite a few tries to make this happen. I did go into Select File, then I chose to convert my keynote presentation into iMovie as it could not be transferred into YouTube through Keynote. I'm not sure if I had missed a step or not, and that's why, but I couldn't get it to do that. So I put it into iMovie, and then it was able to make the needed adjustments and go into YouTube. For some reason, you know, I'm not sure why. You may know, and you may be able to do it easier than myself. You need to follow the prompts that it takes you through to put it into the YouTube account. Some of those are going to just be filling out, is it an educational, is it you know, just for entertainment, what is it titled, do you want to make it private or do you want to share it for the public? Those are all sections that you will need to fill out. Once you've downloaded it into YouTube, which it does take a little bit of time to do, and then there's an additional amount of time for processing, then you will get an address. That address is where you're going to be able to find your YouTube presentation. I personally received an address, which then I tried to type in later, and it didn't work. I could find my presentation on YouTube because I knew the title of it, and I searched it that way, but the address that I was given just came up with kind of a sad face that said, presentation doesn't exist. Kind of made me a little sad too. But again, it is there, it is on YouTube. It was just searching for it through the title that I gave it. So that's important to keep that documented so that you know what title you gave. I'm going to show you the address that it gave for me for my YouTube presentation along with the title. So here's that information for you. If you were able to find it, I'm really glad because I couldn't. When you convert over to iMovie, sometimes it doesn't convert quite the same. So when I went into YouTube to view it, it wasn't what I had originally made. We're human. Even though I chose Rot and Ruin, which is all about zombies, I am human and I did make some errors. So I had to make some adjustments in YouTube. That's okay. You can edit. Relax, don't let it get the better of you. This was my first presentation, so there was a lot of help that I needed to make this a success. You can use Keynote for more options than just making a book trailer. Keynote can be used for Keynote pages. This is great for making for writing reports, and it also gives the students an opportunity to create a beautiful presentation. You can use Keynote numbers. That can be done in math class, making graphs. It's also awesome for students to use to make a budget outline. Beautifully done. Lastly, Keynote iMovie. This is for students that could make commercials. Commercials could be done from products that they made in science class. They could have inventions that they do in science class that then later they try to sell, making a commercial for them. It can be across the board. Having curriculum used across the board is always the best. Having teachers collaborate with each other makes learning that much more effective for our students. I thank you so much for watching my presentation, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.